Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, June 19th, 2024. Let's find out what's going on the economic calendar today. New Zealand data were released overnight in form of the current account. Then we got plenty of the data from the Japan exports, trade balance, adjust trade balance, and the monetary policy meeting minutes. Most of this data were better than expected, and we are still waiting for the other data from the Japan. Nevertheless, CPI from the UK has been released and it's in line with the expectations. The CPI decreased from 2.3% to 2%, and the CPI decreased even more from, it's the same as it was, 0.3%, 0.3%. PPI input decreases to 0% from 0.8. European Central Bank non-monetary policy meeting will take place at 9 o'clock, and SNB monetary policy assessment will take place at 9:30. The main event of the New York session is the Fed interest rate decision, which will take place at 8 o'clock p.m. So this is how the calendar for today looks like. Let's find out what's going on euro dollar. The 4-hour chart of the euro dollar is showing signs of the weakness after the bounce from the level of 1.0668. We've made a local high at 1.0762, so almost 100 pips movement to the upside. Nevertheless, this bounce is still lower than the previous one, which means the bearish pressure is still on. The momentum went towards the level of 50, and now it's starting to reverse lower, which is why the market is still perceived as a bearish one. Okay, so short-term outlook remains bearish. We got very big pin bar here on the 4-hour chart. So right now we got first indication of a downside expansion, bearish engulfing pattern here, and then movement to the downside, bounce, some sort of the pin bar. And now we got the confirmation, 3 red candles, and now the 4th red candle is in progress. If we break below 1.0720, then the movement to the downside is confirmed. And of course, if we break below 1.0669, the expansion to the downside is now even more than expected. It's almost certain. Next target in that situation, 1.0648, and then eventually the swing low. Let me just show you the swing low. There you go, the swing low at 1.06. So that's the situation for the euro dollar. It looks bearish. Let's find out what's going on pound because of the data. So we got this movement to the downside, minus 1.58% after the high was made at the level of 1.2859. So that's the movement to the downside, and now the bulls are trying to move higher due to better than expected data for CPI and PPI. The market is trying to hit the level of 1.2742, which is the technical resistance. The market is already trying to break above 50 and 100 periods moving average, and the current RSI level is 53 points. So at least the bulls are trying to move back above the trend line for now. Let me just extend this trend line somewhere here. There you go. Now let's just this is the technical resistance. It's okay. Let's apply the Fibonacci retracement level. Why? Because it looks like the market wants to move higher. Let's see how much the bulls will eventually retrace. The 38% is located at 1.2743, 50% retracement is located at 1.2757, and 61% retracement is located at 1.2781, and it is just above the trend line. So there is plenty of the levels that the market can touch before it will eventually continue the downside movement. So please stay focused, stay vigilant as the market trying to move higher, the pound market trying to move higher. Euro dollar to Japanese yen for our chart is looking more and more bearish as we are expanding this wedge pattern. Let me just show you what I mean. From the lows here towards the highs, if we take the other line, you can see that this market is doing something like this. There you go. It's not quite a channel, it's more like a rising wedge, which might end up very brutally in form of of course some sort of the sell off. The local let's say high here was made at the level of 158.27, and since then the market is trying to move higher, but it was rejected already twice. Momentum is approaching the level of 50. So if we break lower below this level of 157.41, the market will eventually continue even lower, expanding the drop even towards 155.73, and of course in that situation the momentum should be negative already. So the US dollar to the Japanese yen looking quite bearish right now, despite the fact that the momentum is pretty much strong and positive. Nevertheless, there is no indication of an impulsive movement to the upside as the market is trying to reverse the recent gains. Now the Bitcoin market made another swing low. The swing low was made at the level of 63,980, and the market is trying to move higher. As we can see, we got this blue short-term trend line, we got 50 and 100 periods moving average. So the Bitcoin market has a plenty of the obstacles on its way before the some sort of the upside movement will be established. It doesn't actually looks very well yet. Let me just point out the major technical levels. 67,275 is the technical resistance, and of course we got the level of 70,025 dollars as the next major technical resistance. This situation here might look a little bit, just a little bit, like a wedge. If we try to do this kind of a, let's say, line, yeah, if we connect this line here, kind of a wedge, kind of a channel-ish situation here. So maybe we shouldn't go ahead of a situation. However, it looks, you know, very much corrective. This movement to the downside doesn't actually look that impulsive. So maybe we will see some sort of the rebound soon. Of course, we need to, okay, this level has been violated already. So where is the next technical support? The next technical support is eventually here. So that's the technical support, 63,460. Eventually this market will move to the upside. Let me just see if we can apply some sort of the Fibonacci retracement as the last level for this analysis, last bunch of levels for the analysis. So we got this low here, we got this swing, let's say this is the swing high. We retraced 38% already, we retraced 50%. Almost perfectly. 50% is located at roughly around 64,300. So we retraced 50%. There is still 61% located at 62,439. Nevertheless, this movement to the downside is corrective, is slow, is overlapping, and it's respecting the Fibonacci level. So there are chances to regain the momentum to the upside at quite high on the Bitcoin. These days, all we have to do is to wait just a little bit longer for the market participants to decide where they want to go, and the bulls get back in control of the Bitcoin again. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.